I love this group of books. This one is called Saturday at Blackberry Farm by Jane Pilgrim. This is another one of the Blackberry Farm books that Grandma loves so much. Look, we have a little squirrel and an owl. Looks like a shopping bag. Let's see what they're going to do today. Saturday morning, pocket money morning. A busy morning for Sam Sparrow in his shop. He got up very early to tidy it up. At 9 o'clock, he opened the door and waited to see who would come first. Do you see what's special today? Our bananas and ice cream. Ooh, I like the ice cream. In his little house across the field, Mr. Nibble turned out his pockets. I don't seem to have any pennies this week, he said to Rosie, Posy, and Christopher, and they looked very sad. But Mrs. Nibble found some in her purse, and she gave 2 to each of them, so they were very happy. Off they went to the shop with their pennies. What would they buy this week? I want a new pencil, said Rosie. I want a new bit of ribbon for my dress, said Posy. I want some sweeties, said Christopher, who was always hungry. At the shop, Sam Sparrow was talking to George the kitten and little Martha the lamb. They had enough pennies between them to buy a new ball, and Sam showed them a lovely big red one. This is a very good one, he said. I have sold a lot like this one. George gave the money and said, thank you. Oh, that will be fun for them to play together. The next to come was Mrs. Squirrel and Hazel. Mrs. Squirrel filled her basket with good things for the weekend, but Hazel was in tears. She has lost the pennies I gave her, said Mrs. Squirrel, and I can't give her any more, so she cannot buy anything this week. Oh, look at Hazel's sad face. She lost her pennies. Sam Sparrow was very sorry for Hazel, and he tried to think how he could help her. He had a very good idea. Ernest Owl isn't very well today, he said. I believe if you did his shopping for him, he would gladly give you a penny or 2. Run along and ask if you can help him. So Hazel ran along to the big oak tree where Ernest Owl lived, and there she found Ernest Owl in bed with a terrible cold. Oh, look, he's poorly. Please, Mr. Owl, would you like me to do your shopping for you? She said. I've lost my pocket money, and Mr. Sparrow said you might give me a penny if I helped you. Thank you very much, said Ernest Owl. It would be a great help to me because I am much too poorly to do my own shopping. And he gave an enormous sneeze. Choo! And he coughed for a long time. Hazel took his list and shopping bag and went back to Mr. Sparrow's shop. When Hazel got back to the shop, she had to wait while Sam Sparrow served Lucy Mouse's 2 little boys, Len and Sid. Len had an ice cream, and Sid had a banana. Hazel longed for an ice cream, and she liked bananas almost better than anything. Perhaps Ernest Owl would give her 2 pennies if she was very quick with his shopping. Sam Sparrow took the list from Hazel, and he took the shopping bag. There are a lot of things that Mr. Owl wants, he said. I didn't think you'll be able to carry the bag. You'd better go home and I will send it around later on. But Hazel wanted her pennies very badly. Please, Mr. Sparrow, let me try, she cried. I can go backwards and forwards if there are too many things to fit into one bag. So Mr. Sparrow filled the bag 3 times, and 3 times little Hazel went to the big oak tree where Ernest Owl lived. Oh, she got very tired. Look at, she had to take 3 full bags. That was very helpful though. Ernestelle watched the little squirrel coming in and going out until everything he wanted was on his table. Then she put them all away tidily in his cupboard. "Thank you, Hazel," he called. "You have been a great help to me, and I really don't feel very well." Hazel was very sorry for Ernestelle. He didn't look very well. So she put the kettle on and made him a nice hot drink, just like her mother did for her when she wasn't very well. And she quite forgot about her pennies. She was just very sorry for poor Mr. Owl. And that's kind of what we do for people when we find them sick. We forget about things like pennies, and we just want to help them because we know what it's like when we feel sick and we have people helping us. So that was very kind of her to make him a drink and look after him. Ernest Owl drank his hot drink, and he felt much better. And he gave Hazel some shiny pennies. Can you count how many shiny pennies he gave Hazel? Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3. "Go to Sam Sparrow's shop and buy just what you want," he said. "And thank you for all you've done for me." Hazel Squirrel hopped and skipped and jumped all the way home to the shop. She bought an ice cream, a banana, a new ribbon for her dress, 2 biscuits, and a pencil. She thought it was the best Saturday she'd ever known at Blackberry Farm. And sometimes our best Saturdays are when we help others, isn't it? Doing good deeds for other people makes us happy. I love you. Have a good day.